Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where we are now out in the Grasslands on our big old adventure. Proper adventure thing. God damn, it's a beautiful game. A beautiful day to be out here. So a really funny thing happened. Maybe I'm exaggerating how funny thing is. But a bit of a funny thing happened as I tried to grapple the mechanics of this game when I booted this game up just now. Oh, hold on, no, that's the map, no. So, right here. So, as you may recall, there are, like, default party member selections. Like, you can quickly switch between the three ones here. We were running Red 13 and Aerith along with Cloud last time. And when I loaded this up, I was first of all confused because I had a camera angle kind of like this with Red and Barrett there. And I was like, huh, okay, alright. You know, was that the party I was playing with? I thought I had, you know, Aerith and Red. But then I remembered I went into the menu here, and I used the quick R1, L1 to switch which party members you're rocking at that moment. So I kind of cycled around as a test. I was kind of switched them around, and I was like, wait a second, no, that's kind of weird. Like, wait, look, I should have... Right now, the party I have right now should be Aerith and Tifa, so why is it Barrett and Red still there? Now, you know, now it should be Red and Aerith. What's going on here? Until I, you know, moved the camera around a little bit and I remembered, oh yeah, the whole gang travels with you here. That's right. So they've actually modeled the entire party skipping about and adventuring as a little group when you are playing this, you know, in the field outside of combat. It's only when combat starts when, you know, the crew then swaps out and it's your party members active. So yeah. It's just funny because like I'm trying to get used to these mechanics here. So how did I set as leader? Combat settings. Speaking of trying to figure this one out, like, what the heck? There we go. God damn, so many buttons here. I know, let's have Cloud be the leader for a bit here. We know I played as Red because there was never an opportunity to play as him in the previous game, but let's swap him back in there. Yeah, and let's run with Barrett and Red for a bit because, yeah, why not? It's still, as far as I can tell, you're not able to switch who you control here in the field. It's only for combat. It's a bit of a shame. I would have loved to run around with some of these fellas. I understand it must be difficult for, like, you know, like, animating some of the traversals with, if you were controlling Red, for example, so I guess I understand why they do that, but, yeah. Anyway, last time we dicked around and did a bunch of tutorial stuff here in the town of Calm to get an idea of how the game works, and... you know, had a pleasant time. We went on a totally not a date, you guys, trip up to the clock tower with Aerith, and it was pleasant until Shinra showed up. In fact, can we see them still if we look over? Oh, we can still see the Gelnika craft. In fact, oh wow, I feel like they've brought in some reinforcements. There was only one aircraft there previously. Now they got 3 of them circling around. Yeah, they just came in repelled, hunting for those nasty terrorists, which were, of course, us. Now, thankfully, the friendly innkeep guy, I think his name was Broden, he was like, hey, I'll help you guys out. Whoop. Nice. And sure enough, it let us escape via a secret path out of that place. And now we're supposed to head for a farm, which is still a ways away. Like, actually, you can see those hangars there on the map, which are there. The farm's a little bit past them, so we're just gonna have to carry on then, I suppose. But no reason not to explore and sink in these sights and sounds a little bit. For example, there's a building over there. There's also a little... looks like a radio tower here. Want to check that out real quick? There's a little... wow, little bunny rabbits. That's a cute little detail. Oh, they're also not scared of humans, apparently. Oh, now they're a little spooked. I get it. Well. Yeah, let's go have a quick look at what this thing is, I guess. Oh, shoot! Orcs! Alright, alright. Oh my god, those moves. Okay. God, this still like... Oh! There's a Grasslands wolf over here. Whoa. Nice. Let's lock on. Smart thing to do. Hey, everyone leveled up. Nice. The combat music being the main theme of the game, like, just like jazzed up way harder, is kind of incredible. Okay, let's really quickly check so I understand these. Where was our... By the way, can we do any item transmutation? No, we can't do anything. Nothing yet. Might as well check it. Now, can we do upgrade weapons? I don't think so, because we need to hit that 25, right? So we're not there yet. We got 5 SP as we leveled up there, but not good enough. Now, where was the folios where you level that up? You'll have to forgive me, folks, but there is a lot of mechanics in this game. That's right, the folios you could only level up at the stores. That's why we couldn't do that, right? So no use looking at the folio thing at the moment. Got it. Good. Whereas weapons, I'm pretty sure we can level up whenever we feel like it. Wait, I'm sorry, is that a bus stop in the middle of nowhere? Oh, well, I guess there's a dirt road going there, but that looks really weird. I'm just saying. Wow, this really looks like a thing you could interact with. I mean, it's a blinking red light, but apparently not. Oh, what's the over-under? Like, it's, what the heck? What are these creatures called? Eyes? Or is that a different creature? I mean, is this even a real thing? Does it just look like an eye? I don't know. Kind of giving me the willies, though. Anyway, I think there's a pretty good over-under that we come back here later, maybe as part of some elaborate open-world side quest, so... For now, we'll just admire this curiosity that is this radio tower, and let's continue our journey! Now, one of the things I did look up between last time and today, just to make sure I kind of understand, is I looked up a guide on the, what are they called? The synergy abilities? Let's really quickly check if they're in the here mentioned the battle. The synergy was the... I can't find... This guide is a little hard to track sometimes, right? Maybe it's under abilities? There's 2 pages. No. Just weirdly, Battle Basics aerial combat is on the other page of abilities. That's kind of weird. Yeah, here's something about synergy. Yeah, it's synergy ability, right? Although there's no entry for synergy abilities itself. That's kind of weird. I looked up a little bit of that online because that was a completely new mechanic, and I felt like the tutorial with the flashback with Sephiroth didn't explain it super well. So I looked it up online just in case, like a little bit of explanation. As I understand it, there's the synergy skill and the synergy ability. And the synergy ability is kind of like a second limit break. And you build up to it by using the synergy skills, which were those abilities when you hold R1 to block, and then you can select one of those. They're like, well, let's go into combat and I'll show it off real quick here, you know. Excuse me. So here I hold R1, and... oh, I don't actually see the... maybe... how did I switch characters? There we go.
Go for it.
There we go. By the way, he's playing as Barret. Range attacks. You can fire with square or triangle for an overcharge ability. I kind of remember that. Out of curiosity, do we... yeah, there we go. There's the synergy skills. Oh, we get a new... nice. We get a new... tutorial here. Yeah, okay. So when you're holding R1 and there's synergy skills available, you can just kind of pick them there. They don't consume ATB, but they help fill up ATB gauges, and performing synergy skills for the first time with Cloud will improve his relationship with his teammates. Very good. But as I understood, this also helps to fill up the gauge for the synergy ability, which is kind of like a second limit break, if I understood it correctly. So, there we go. Hey, my relationship's changed. Okay, that's our iron defense. Right, now let's get to work. Ooh, a bit of a waste that. Ooh, man. Ah! Oh, I've been throat clamped! Yeah, I'm bound. Some enemies will occasionally bind you with unblockable attacks. Gotta switch to somebody else, so what are you gonna do? Gotcha! Oh, that interrupt on that throat clamp. Awesome. There we go. I have to say, everybody, we picked up new party members a little bit with a more relaxed pace in Remake. So I had an easier time learning the characters, I feel like. Now I've been thrust with 5 party members, one of which is completely new to me. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, if we're perfectly honest. So I'm a little bit shook. I kind of want to just play as Cloud a little bit right now, but I'll try it. I'll strive to learn the other characters as well. I remember that I swapped around a fair amount with the characters when we played Remake. But just so you folks know, right now I'm feeling a little like, whoa, okay. Trying to get back in the saddle, as it were. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm a little stiff with some of the characters here. Good day, sirs.
My bird since he was hatched, and now he's gone. I know I've got to get it together and move on.
What are you talking about? Okay. Anyway, here's a rest stop at... Oh, a Magnata automat. Oh, that's cool. So if you move the, your compass to an object on the, compass wheel there, it'll tell you what that thing you're focusing on is. So there's a rest spot, a Magnata automat, and something else, but I can't get it there. And also, this co-conspirator thing is right here, and I'm pretty sure we've made it. Yeah, I did not come in as straight a line as I thought. My unga-bunga open world traversals. We took a bit of a dip, but, to check that tower. But hey, that's the spirit of adventure, yeah?
You'd be the Avalanche, folks?
That's right.
Okay, I'm on your side. Heard you be heading my way. You're safe here, but not for long. By the sound of it, Shinra's leaving no stone unturned.
So they're coming here next.
Hole up at the old dock out by the swamp. I'd wager Shinra's forgotten it's even there.
Okie dokie. Well, thank you for that tip. Has that changed up? Yes, it has. Interesting. Look at that. So now Calm is no longer, which was weirdly, the marker was still there. So now it's gone, and that's handy. Alright, that's a level 16 quest. I think that's what that means, and we are, thankfully, conveniently, level 16. Man, by the way, the titles for quests change really quickly in this game. It's a little overwhelming on that front, but that's fine. Oh, cool. There's like actual little explanations on what's happened, because this is the story. I love this format, though. This is kind of fun, like, explaining like what happened and what spots in the story as you follow along with the quest here. That's a fun format, including explaining what's going on here. This was Broden's friend. Discovers that he doesn't think very highly of Shinra. I mean, who the hell does? Also fascinating that this is a cattle farm. There's a farm in the PlayStation FF7, but it is not a cattle farm, so I'll stay quiet in case we find some different kind of livestock. But look at this guy messing with this hay bale. It's actually kind of...
When it ain't been dried enough, they get all bent out of shape and start pecking at my head like it's a damn hay barrel.
Alright, I get that. Anyway, look at the animation on this hay bale. Fortunately, we can't, like... we cannot physics engine mess with that. Too bad. Yeah, let's take a break. Let's take 5, fellas. And let's check what's available with these here automats. Vending machines offer a variety of useful items that will aid you on your adventure, such as potions and plumes of phoenix down. They also sometimes offer limited quantities of certain items at special prices. Save some gil by stocking up on these resources while they are on sale. Let's have a look. Today we have a cushion for... allows you to use broken down rest stops. Oh, isn't that fascinating? That's kind of like the tent mechanic from old Final Fantasies, which was like a full heal out on the map. That kind of sounds like that. Let's get ourselves a nice cushy cushion, of which there's only one in stock, if I see correctly. Hey, that's a deal. Ooh, and a hunter's bangle for 5 hundo, which would really help out some of our crew here. Yeah, let's go. Ah, you can immediately upgrade, equip it. That's too bad. So it looks like Barret or Red would benefit the most out of that. So, because the... Where was it? Hunter's Bangle, there we go. Because he gets a magic defense boost on top of just a defense boost, so... I wish you could compare that with everybody, really quickly. I mean, I kind of can here. Oh, but Tifa gets 10? Alright, so do we want a huge defense boost or a little bit of a spread out defense boost? I guess I'll do this then. And a slot has opened up. What could we put here? Any free materia on us not at the moment, no. Ah, well. Finally, let's check the folio machine. We got some SP! Right, so it wasn't weapon SP we got, it's this SP. Alright, let's get the other synergy stuff so we got like a really good synergy spread out here. Because last time I was just buying the synergy thingies. Ooh, Mastered Bullet Batter and Howling Smash. Ooh. In fact, this is really great because look at, this is the team we're rocking right at this moment. So, yeah, let's be a little uncreative here and just get these real quick like. So, synergy abilities and synergy skills. These are kind of guiding you on which party loadouts we want to rock, because like... Well, this one's Cloud, so it doesn't so much matter. But you could see that Red and Barret only have synergy abilities between the two of them at the moment, so, kind of behooves us to have those two in the party then. There we go. Man, the sphere grid brings back memories. What do folks think about the sphere grid in FF10? I don't know. I don't know what the temperature for FF10 in general is nowadays, because it's been 20 years, so I feel like the nostalgia meter is now high, so there is a fair amount of people who are like, hell yeah, FF10. It was very divisive back in the day, and of course the leveling up system was unorthodox compared to what Final Fantasy had been for a while. Although 8's pretty unorthodox too, but what are you gonna do? Yeah. But I thought there was something really captivating about filling up that big old grid, so I had a good time. Okay. Well, so far, this open world game that I thought was going to be hitting us with a billion open world exploration things is being rather lightweight, right? Like, we got the cash, but there hasn't been any crazy side quests, and this thing, which looked like a thing, wasn't really a thing, so... I don't know what people were scaring me about online about this being too overwhelming. This is easy sailing. I say, for now, we just carry on with the main quest and head on our next journey. Quite a bit of a longer trek, although this one wasn't... Gotta say... Ooh, the big... Ooh. Gotta say, I feel like this went way quicker than it looked on the map, We just kind of waltzed on real quick. But this is now almost double the journey, so we'll see. And how big exactly is this Grasslands region? It looks like all of this is explorable area, so I think we got some work cut out for us. There's stuff behind Calm over here, even. Wow. We'll have to see if we double back that away. But yeah, advanced. Abandoned Dock is our next leg of this journey. Boy, we've been taking things real nice and slow, haven't we? I'm looking at the time, and we've made so little progress. Oh well, it's early, and I'm just like soaking in, learning the systems, getting a feel, so, you know, we're having a good time. What are you creatures now? Whoa. Alpha Dunk! Use Assess on an enemy to reveal its elemental weaknesses, as well as effective strategies to use against it. Then exploit those to pressure and ultimately stagger your foe. Alright, let's build up Cloud's meter. Whoop, I see you coming. Game really wants us to use Assess, apparently, so... Alpha Dunks! Docile herbivores that roam grassy areas. Oh, now I feel bad attacking them. They're weak against fire and ice? That's an interesting mix-up. While not easily angered, they nevertheless will fly into an uncontrollable rampage if sufficiently provoked. Exploiting their elemental weakness will pressure them. While their guard is up, landing powerful offensive abilities from behind will pressure them, but also cause them to see red! Interesting. Like facing on them? I'm gonna have to look up again how red played. Ooh. Let's check out Stardust Ray, yeah? Oof. Oh, wow, nice! Invoking summons. When in the throes of battle, the entity slumbering within an equipped summoning materia may begin to stir, prompting the summon gauge to appear. Also, holy moly, they're just spoiling a summon right there in the animation there. Please ignore that, everybody. When this gauge is completely filled, you can call upon this deiform entity for assistance. Well, that's a fancy word, deiform. Whoa. So, hang on, do I have this right? Can we now summon summons outside of boss fights? In Remake, you could only ever call summons in, like, specific boss fights where the opportunity was there, but have they now broadened it to all fights? Interesting. Damn, this Stardust Ray really staggered these fellas. Alright. Clean. I didn't see a summon meter there, but whatever. Alpha Dunk. Meh. Didn't use the elemental weaknesses, but that's fine. Ooh, there's a broken down car over there. A manifestation of the planet's blessing. I forgot to look at what that is. That's one of the collectibles, but I got no clue what that is. Darn it, no, I keep looking. I want to look at the map. Can we swim? Quick question, everybody. Does this... Yes, we could, because we swam in the canal, didn't we? Hey, look at me, everybody. I'm swimming. I'm swimming over here. Beautiful. Anyway, should I check this abandoned car real quick? Oh, it's not abandoned. There's a guy hanging out there. Hello?
Well, well. If it ain't my favorite group of hitchhikers.
Bill!
Fancy meeting you here.
That's the guy who was in the...
right to call.
Yeah, in the Yuffie
Don't
DLC.
mention it. It's the least I could do for
Post.
two such lovely young ladies. But I do believe
Cutscene.
I'm expected to introduce myself. The name's Bill, and you can count on me for a lift anytime. Except today, that is. Afraid the old bute's pulled up lame. Sorry about that.
No biggie. We're enjoying the fresh air. Thanks, though.
Heck yeah.
Know someplace we can hunker down?
Hunker down, you say? Oh? I'd almost forgotten what it was like to be young and in love.
Whoa!
Y'all just head straight that way toward the swamplands. You'll find an abandoned building by the dock. I guarantee no one will bother you there.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey. Well, we already knew about that, but what I'm saying is awesome is he gave the same tip. I wonder if I happened to come here for whatever reason. I was like, fuck the main quest, and went on my merry adventure. I wonder if we would have gotten that same tip and, you know, could have a little bit sequence broken, didn't need to go to the farm. You know, that'd be a fun little detail rewarding going off the beaten path if you could, like, get stuff like that.
Swing by the ranch once you're done with whatever you got going on.
Oh, you got a ranch of your own, do ya? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I think we will, Bill. Can't jump in the car. I get the energy that this is gonna be a fast travel mechanic. The way he's like, I'll give you a ride whenever you want. So, marjoram. Yum. So I do think that, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, you know, want to quickly traverse from parts of the map? Find spots where Bill's car can be called in, you know? Seems like a mechanic. No, this time I meant to go here. Sorry, everybody, sorry. I'm just collecting items here. No, I need ginger root and I need numinous ashes. Okay, okay. But I can make a potion if I really want to. Let's just... Oh, wait, hold on. Do we need sage and... Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. Whoopsie daisy, we need sage for these recipes, so probably should have not done that. Now I gotta find more sage on top of the pearl ginger root. I think it'll be fine. It seems to be a common item, but look at these green motes of energy floating around everywhere. I don't think that's been explained super well what that potentially is. You might think it's maybe just like leaking Mako or something. Sure, let's go with that for now. Is that another... Oh, are those like the broken down rest stops where you use the cushions? I was like, that's another bus stop over there. Oh, that's funny, though. What? Yo. Wow, look at those mountains. Damn. Like the whole thing got split somehow. Oh, that looks crazy. Interesting. Ooh, and a lovely... Hey, numinous ashes. Lucky, 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 lucky. Sweet. Oh yeah, let's really quickly read again. I need to remind myself how red plays. Let's really quickly check that again. Fighting as Cloud, Barret, red. Gotta get Tifa and Aerith here as well. But alright, so press 4 to swipe at foes or hold it down to do a big old swingy swing. Guarding will fill up the vengeance gauge, allowing you to turn the tide of battle. Right, so with red you want to be kind of defensive-oriented. And you can do a counter spin if you're real good, huh? Okay, cool. And there's way more pages here, too. Hold on. Did Barret have this many pages? I don't know. Let's read red first. Vengeance mode. Okay. While in Vengeance mode, press triangle to use Siphon Fang, damaging an opponent, absorbing their HP. Okay, okay. Can be activated at any time, but will last longer depending on how full the gauge is. And then we have Sidewinder and Sentinel Stance. Sidewinder is that spinning move. Sentinel Stance is active, greatly fills the Vengeance gauge. Got it. Cannot move. Okay, okay. I'm not sure I'm going to use that ability. And then we got Stardust Ray, which was that crazy huge laser. Let's really quickly check Barret as well. So we know the shooty here. They got his Overcharge. Hold down triangle to do a big blast, and then it can't be used right away. It's got to be recharged, although you can charge it up by hammering triangle. And we got Steel Skin and Maximum Fury. Steel Skin is a damage, defense buff. Maximum Fury is just a move. So, yeah. Good. Keep those in mind. Yeah. I don't want to beat up these lovely little creatures. I think I'll let those be. I don't know, I guess this is a game where you do want to beat up all the monsters, but, like, we're fine level-wise for the minute. And, I don't want to beat up some hapless herbivores. Now, these wolves could be dangerous for passers-by, so... And a Toxie Rat? Okay. Yeah! Nice. There we go. Yeah, there's a summon meter here, you guys. That's crazy. So you can just call in summons in the middle of a regular fight now.
I'll accept it. It's payback time.
Damn. Red sounds so cool. I do believe, do I remember that correctly, that that's the same voice as Ryuji in Persona 5? Really impressive, range of voice acting from that guy, if I am correct about that trivia. Speaking of which, please, if I don't remember this next week, get on my case. please, if you will.
Should we be worried about those things?
We're fine.
How can you be so sure?
Because I've read the field guide. Like any good soldier.
Local wildlife will only attack while on the hunt or in defense of their territory. Fiends, on the other hand, attack without reason.
If they're attacking, what does it matter?
It matters if your nose can discern their intent before they attack, as I gather yours can't.
Damn it. Ah, he's got us. Yeah, that's cute. Talking about the little deer there. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I would like to quickly review who was voiced by who. I talked about it at length in Remake, so I won't go super long, but I'd like to focus on what voices have these voice actors done between Remake and Rebirth. So I'd like that to be the kind of focus, and I'll try to devote some time for it next time. Maybe might be a long intro, so you'll have to forgive me if it's a long-winded thing, but it's just one of those things I like to do. And I'd like to imagine that after all these years of doing stuff like this, my audience is the kind of people who would also appreciate a quick non sequitur to talk about stuff like that before getting back into the gameplay proper. But yeah, I don't have the notes on me right now. I only have the memory that, yeah, I'm pretty sure Red was Ryuji from Persona 5. So, yeah, we'll... The heck was that? Mysterious. Ooh. Also, music, both the mood got, wow, spooky, and the music decided to chillax, get a little ominous as we pull up on this dock. Alright, I'm feeling it. Hey, Pearl Ginger Root, nice! We can make an antidote! We got the sage too, perfect! Aw man, I kinda wish the game was like, some kind of like prompt showed up. I don't see any here, but I would really appreciate that something popped up was like, hey, now you can do, at least for an item that is like the first time you're making it, you know? I can understand if it was like, you know, maybe it's a little demanding for like later items, you know? But like, you know, like after you made it the first time, like if it popped up for every item that becomes available, you know, for a second time. But for your first time items, I kind of wish like a little marker popped up to help you out on that. Anyway, we're now a level 2 craftsman guy. That's nice. You can make mist potion, phoenix draft, and smelling salts and echo mist mixed potions opened up. That's a pretty cool item, but we can't get on it yet. We need these mist seeds, huh? Okay. Look at me get into open world mode here, just like, what do I need to collect? Well, I trust that I'll be able to wrangle those items on my adventures. It'll be fine. I was gonna ask her, I was gonna be like, hello, ask around for anybody around here, but right. It is an abandoned dock, so should probably not expect any guests here. Oh, a new sword, just for free like that? Okay, a sleek saber. A Republic-era blade polished into a refined shape and sheen. Hey, wow! Better damage, better attack, nice. Now, is focused thrust learned? Because this one gives us Firebolt Blade. Imbues sword with fire and lightning while slicing a foe, can use while airborne. Neat. Now, where can I check that it's, like, leveled up? I can't really check that anywhere, now can I? Well, I'll put this sword on anyway because I want to give it a test. But I'm a little confused, sorry. I'm like, where can I check if I've gotten the proficiency bonus and the focused thrust learned? I wish I could check that easily, but I'm too dumb to do it. So let's see, we got ATP charge rate up, which is just a nice little ability thing, you know, or we got Unrelenting Punisher. Okay, kind of love it. I'm just gonna put that, thank you. Yeah. Oh, I see, there's the meter. You can see the ability meter is there. So, hold on, let's just really quickly put the Buster Sword back. Well, I can't tell if I've learned a focus thrust, I'm embarrassed to say. I might have not, because I don't think I've really used it very much at all. Huh. So I might need to prioritize learning that. Let's keep the Buster Sword on, then, for just a bit, then, in that case. I'll just try to spam focused thrust in the coming fights in order to level it up.